Did you know that if you can say 3,000 words in the English language, you can pretty much say everything you need to say? In this series, we are learning one word a day for 3,000 days, and I am excited for this next word. Famous. If someone is famous, they are probably popular. Everyone knows about famous people. So I'm building this YouTube channel. I don't necessarily want to become famous, but if I become famous, it's fine. I really don't care if lots of people know my name. I hope what they know is that I'm an expert in teaching English. So I want to be a popular English teacher or a famous English teacher, but not necessarily a famous person. Famous. This woman is famous for her movies. The famous landmark. It means everybody knows about this. They're famous. The famous landmark drew tourists from around the world, eager to see its iconic architecture. So iconic is another word for famous. If it's iconic, it's famous. It's the thing that everybody thinks about. For example, do you know who the most famous mouse in the world is? Do you know the most famous mouse? I'll give you a hint. He has a big property in California and in Florida and now in a lot of places. So this guy is the most famous mouse in the world. Who doesn't know about Mickey Mouse? Do you know about Mickey Mouse? Everybody knows about Mickey Mouse. He's very famous. The famous landmark drew tourists from around the world, eager to see its iconic architecture. She met a famous celebrity at the charity gala. Now notice when I said famous celebrity, it ends with an S and starts with a C, and they're the same sound. The famous celebrity. I connect those words. In English, when you are speaking a lot of words together, we connect the words so it sounds like one whole long word. We don't break it up. In a lot of languages, you make a little space between the words, but in English, we don't. So you have to listen carefully and know your vocabulary. She met a famous celebrity at the church gala, and they chatted about their shared interests. Everything is very fluid in English. The restaurant is known for its famous dishes, which have been featured in several culinary magazines. The famous quote from the speech became a rallying cry for the movement, symbolizing its core message. The famous painting was displayed in the museum, attracting art enthusiasts and critics alike. So the opposite of famous, there are a couple of opposites. We have the word, so famous is generally a very positive feeling. Infamous is not necessarily the opposite of famous, but we put the word in on the front because, and when we put an in on the front of a word, it can make it the opposite. So I want to talk about the word infamous. Infamous is not necessarily the opposite of famous. It also means extremely well known. But infamous is you are well known for a bad reason. Famous, you are well known and it's probably good. Infamous, you are well known, but it's probably bad. I would say one of the most infamous leaders in the world was Hitler. He did some very bad things, but most people know his name. Infamous. The opposite of famous might be unknown. If you are an unknown, then nobody knows anything about you. You are not famous. You are an unknown. The noun for famous. There's no noun. We change the word completely to things like celebrity is a famous person. Um, we would we don't say famous. We'd say famous attraction. We wouldn't say well, maybe the noun is fame. Yes, the noun is fame. Um, someone wants a lot of fame. They want to become famous. The verb is, I don't think so. Famous is the adjective, and the adverb is famously. No, I spelled it wrong. Let's switch those around. Famously. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you take this new word that you know and you try it in many different ways today. If you don't have someone to speak with when you are practicing these words, use a recorder. Record it into your phone and listen again and again and again and record it again. The more you speak, the easier it will be to remember these words and to feel natural speaking English. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Bye-bye.